it's Jennifer Batty with Teaching with Tech. Today we're going to look at using Screencastify for an online tour of my classroom. Have a look. I just recorded a video to help my students navigate the homepage and to figure out where everything is. This saves me a lot of time when they are getting started and they don't know where to go or what to click on or how to find lessons. So it's a really good use of my time, and I used Screencastify in order to record that. So I'd like you to take a look at this and see what ideas you might have to use this for your classroom. So you could walk them through an assignment, through a website, instructions, different things like that. Anything that you feel like you're doing over and over again to tell your students is a good thing to record. So take a look and see what you think.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to give you a quick tour of how to navigate around Hope class. If you're taking a different class, it's probably pretty similar, so this is a good place to get started. So I'm going to turn off my camera so you can see the full screen, but I did want to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jennifer Batty. All right, so what we're going to do is take a look first over here at the class. Let me turn that web camera off, and we're going to look at everything and how to navigate. You'll find this video a little bit later, posted right down here, so you can watch it again if you need to. I try to update it every so often so that the page looks similar to what the orientation is. One of the first things you'll see that might be different on your screen than on my screen is this bar on the left-hand side with all of these blue buttons. All of these blue buttons can be found in this hamburger menu up at the top. That's those 3 lines. That's why we call it a hamburger menu. They're all there, but it's a little bit easier to find these things on the left because you're going to use these the most often. Lessons, gradebook, email are going to be the ones that you use all the time. So what you can do is go over to the right-hand side and you'll see your name. You see your name over there on the right? It's right here. You're going to click your name. There's a little arrow to the right of that. We call that a caret or a down arrow. And you're going to see account preferences. Click on account preferences. You'll see use side navigation, yes or no. Select yes and save changes, and you will see those same buttons on the left-hand side. If for some reason you don't like it or it makes your screen go off and you don't like the way it looks, you can always turn it off there, but I like you to know where that is. All right, so some of the other things that we're going to talk about real quick is this is the announcement page. You can always get here by clicking the house up at the top. That's your home button. Or you can get to it by clicking announcements on the left-hand side if you have your bar. You can also find it in your menu. Announcements. Okay. So on my page, I try to keep everything in one place so you can find it. When you scroll down, you'll see some basic information. Over here is a link to click to make an appointment with me if you need to make a DBA or a welcome call. You'll also have all my information, my contact number, the email address, my work hours, and if for some reason you need the help desk, the number is here as well. If you're in one of my labs at a school, you would know, and here's your information, and then here's the all-important pace chart. This pace chart is great. You can always work quicker than the pace chart, but you always need to work and do those at least the minimum in order to keep active in the class. You may work ahead, but just remember, if you work ahead this week, you still are responsible for turning in work next week. When you scroll down a little bit further, let's see, there's some information. If you ever see the header change, make sure you read that because I try to put changes that are like right now happening. If there's office hour changes or if I'm in meetings or if there's something everybody needs to know, it's usually up there. All right, let's go down to the green page. I usually refer to this when I'm on the phone with you as the blue page and the green page. The green page is mostly your help section. There is a shout out to the STAR students this week, and these two have done an awesome job getting in tight deadlines with work this weekend. When you're looking for collaboration information, you can find it right here. I like to keep it right there and let you know about it. There are about 5 or 6 different collaboration options that you can choose when you're ready, and they're right there. When you first sign up for the class, one of the things I ask you to do is the Google form. If you can't find it, it's right here. And then one of the other things is the welcome. I email it out to you, but just in case you don't check your email or want it a little bit more accessible, it's right there. That's how to get started. Schedule an appointment can also be done right here. And you also remember that I showed you that link at the top on how to schedule an appointment. See right here, make an appointment. All right, so you have lots of options. Over here, you'll find quick links. If you don't want to go through the lesson and say you're working on a wellness plan and you just need the link, they're here. It's just an easier way to grab it instead of having to go through the lesson and click all the way over to the page. But I'll show you about that in a second as well. I also have live lessons that we do. The live lessons are always here. And then you can find other teachers that are doing the live lessons down at the bottom as well. So we're just starting February, so there's not a whole lot to offer right this moment, but you'll see some more pop up. My next one is right here. All right. And then Coach Raymond has one over here. So you'll see different ones pop up there. And that's just one of the options for the collaboration. So it's not the only thing you can do. Remember, you have all of these other options over here. When you click on that, we'll open a new window. I'll show you what that looks like. You click on collaboration option. It's going to go to a new page and it's going to show you that information. There you go. And you can scroll through those and see all the different options that you have to do. Each page does tell you exactly what you'll need to do. All right, let's go back to the announcement page. All right, again, for your assignments over here, say you're getting started and you want to do the 103 fitness assessment, yours might open differently. It might download in a box down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Mine opens directly. It really depends on the way your computer is set up. When you get this document, the first thing you're going to want to do is save it. Make sure you're saving it. If you can't find it, let's see. All the way down here at the bottom, there's a button that says Save. You see that? Okay. So you're going to save that document, name it something that you can find it later. I suggest making a folder somewhere that says Hope or your class name and then putting everything in it, or saving it all to your desktop so you can find it. Okay. So I'm going to close out of that. And let's go back over to the announcement page again. There's also a help document here that you can get more information. All right. Let's dive into lessons. Super important. Everybody goes, I know how to do these assignments, but where are they? Lessons. You can get to lessons there or with the little book up at the top. When you go into a lesson, you're going to see segments and modules. So think of a segment as a semester and a module as a chapter. So for instance, you're getting started and you're going through segment 1 and you're in module 1. You're going to go here and you'll start clicking through. Make sure that you see there's 4 pages in this lesson. So you're going to click over and make sure that you see all 4 pages. First lesson's just really telling you about things, but make sure you're reading it. That is the #1 mistake I see, is people just don't read the directions. So make sure you are looking at that. And then it'll tell you what to do, what to submit. So we've moved on to 1.01 and it'll tell you and walk you all the way through that. You also have video examples up here if you need exercise examples. So there's a lot of help here. One of the other things I want to talk about quickly is Gradebook. Gradebook button and assessments buttons are very similar, but Gradebook lets you see everything there is all the time. Assessments are only going to let you see what you haven't turned in yet, and it's not going to let you see the grade you got. I kind of recommend not even using the assessments button. If you want to see what you're getting, come into Gradebook. You're going to see the assignment, you're going to see your grade, and remember, you can always turn in assignments, not pre-test and not exams, 3 times. So get your most points, but if you don't ever see it because you're only clicking on the assessments tabs, you're never going to know. Also, you can click on the assignment and see the feedback that I have given you if you've got a grade. Say you got a 60%, you want to see why. Click on it and see why. The quizzes are, going to tell you how many you got correct and how many you didn't. But the assignments, I'll give you feedback and tell you specifically what you can fix. So here are all your assessments. And the biggest thing here is you want to make sure you're working in order. Make sure you get all of module 1 done before working on a module 2. And same thing for module 3. Sometimes you'll need passwords, but believe me, it's only set up for your benefit. I will email you the password when you're ready for it. If not, just text me and ask me for the password. I will make sure that you haven't skipped any assignments before giving you a password. One of the other big things that I want you to know here is your email. Checking emails up here at the top and here. All right, so if you want to click your email button on either one, it's going to take you to your email box, and you need to make sure that you're checking this daily. If there's a number here at the very top, I'm going to go back to announcements real quick. If there's a number up here in red, that means you have emails. Look at me, I have no emails that I haven't answered right now. If you have a number and a red circle and it says 2, you mean you have 2 emails that you haven't read. So make sure that you're checking those emails. That's kind of an all-in-one view of how to get around the announcement page and how to get started. If you have ideas that will help other students that I didn't include, please just let me know. I'm here to help you guys, and I want this to be a very helpful resource. Thanks so much for paying attention today, and remember that you'll be able to find this lesson and this review on how to navigate right here later. Thanks so much. You guys have a great day. I look forward to seeing your work.